Hi, this is Russ. I wanted to show you the benefits of water pell on a hot tub. This is my hot tub. I purchased it in about 1997, so it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 years old, something like that. It might only be 16 years old. What I want to show you here is how easily you can put a water pell on your hot tub, and then show you a little bit. Some of it may be a little hard to see. I wired in just a 110 household outlet off of the regular power feed here, and then you might be able to see back in the back right here is the water pell. This blue light is an indicator that the water pell is on. In some of our older devices, in fact I think the current transformer that we're using, there's a light on it also. So you've got two ways on these of telling whether the unit is working. I just wrapped it around the pipe that came from, here's the heating element, back here on the back side. The water comes out, and as it's going to the tub after the water heater is where I just wrap it around the pipe and plug it in. That's all there is to it. That's the entire installation. The hardest part of the installation, honestly, is this plug-in. And there's nothing to that. It's just you can either have an electrician do it, or if you're adept at wiring, just wire into 110 here, run it up here and plug it in, and you're good to go. I've left this ozonator on here. It was originally on when I bought it. As far as I know, it does not work. I was told if the light doesn't show, it's not working. So, and that was the case for several years before we heard about water pell. We were using a lot of chemicals at that time. Since we put the water pell on here about 4 years ago, we've used no more chemicals whatsoever in this hot tub. I want to show you one of the benefits also. If you look out here on the lawn, out in this area, this part of the yard had almost died out over the years, and so this is where we drained the hot tub part of it. We would run the hose down. Now you can see I overseeded this last year, and it's really done well coming back. That's all I did was overseeded it, kind of roughed the ground in, did not go through any particular planting protections or precautions. And a lot of the times with that water, because the water is treated, because it ties up the chemicals and things, we can just run it out on the lawn. It's environmentally absolutely safe. There's no issue with it. These plants down here, if you take a look at the columbine and the barberry, these both get watered when we drain the tub. I've got to be honest with you, I've only drained the tub about twice in the last 3 years because the water just doesn't seem to get old. Now let me go up here and I'll show you the inside. We live in an area of the country where we get quite a bit of wind, so we strap this down, the top on here. But I haven't cleaned the tub in any way at all for several months. You can see we've got just some blooms from the maple trees floating, but there's no scum, no slime. The only thing that I've done for maintenance on this is add water. We use it, I and my wife both use it pretty regularly, and the filter lasts longer. There's no chemical use, and the last time that we cleaned it, I emptied it out, dumped it out on the lawn the way I showed you before, and it took about 5 minutes to wipe down. And all I used was a damp rag, wiped it down, refilled it, and it doesn't even have to be filled with treated water, because with the water pell in there, it's going to treat with the recirculation of the pump. The one thing I should tell you that I've done, the only modification that I've done on the operation of this, is that I've turned the switch to a frost protection or a freeze protection, which means that the recirc pump continually runs. What I've not seen is any change in my water or my power bill as a result of having that recirc pump on there. And of course the water pell uses less power than your laptop computer. This is pretty much the extent of our maintenance on the tub so far. is because we've got maple trees, we've got these little blooms that get in, and I'll dip those out. Here's some over here, but as you can see, there's no buildup on the filter cover. There's no buildup around the sides. Everything stays extremely clean. Now, one of the things that I want to show you, here's my grandkids. Let me show you that. Why don't you guys go ahead and put your hand in there? Can you smell anything there?
No.
No. There's no chemical smell. The kids can get in and play. There's no problem with sensitive skin because with the water pail, no chemicals. Everything's treated through the water pail. We've not had a single water test that showed noxious bacteria or any kind of buildup of that type. We've had no algae buildup. And again, we've been doing this for about 4 years with just water pail, no chemicals at all. Okay, as we go along, I'll try to keep you updated on new developments. Thanks.